Okay. Good afternoon, people, party people, whatever you want to be called. Um, so today, right, I've decided I saw this news article, right? I didn't read it. I just saw the title of it and it said Trump. Hold on, actually it should probably be like right here. Or not. It says like Trump. Okay, Trump leads no. It says that he like uh ended her like lead or something like that with only what 2 or 3 weeks until election. So I was like, oh, all right, because I don't want to say I'm not very political, even though I'm not. When I did look up like the different political parties, they just keep coming out with articles for them today, but I don't know where that other one went. When I did look at the political parties when I tried to register to vote, it was kind of hard to get a good like rundown of like what they really were, like to get a good actual like description of what they were. I have two laptops in front of me, okay? So that's what I'm looking at. But I was pointing more towards like the Green Party, and there was another one, but it's been a minute and I didn't really know who I could talk to about them, so I didn't pick. So I'm kind of like not really I'm not really into stuff like that. Like I'm really not. I'm probably gonna talk about my opinions during this video, but the whole point is to try to gain some knowledge because I don't know anything about basically any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is very important. People are going back and forth about, not even going back and forth, but people are talking a lot of shit about Kamala Harris, or Kamala Harris, however you pronounce her name. And obviously people have been talking shit about Trump, but he does also have supporters, right? Which you could see because obviously he I don't even know flipped some shit. Now he's like winning. It's hot. I put on a shirt over my shirt because this other shirt was not really doing what it needed to do for the fact that I'm gonna be on camera. But yeah, I'm walking because I'm not a lazy piece of shit. I'm walking. I made myself a little makeshift standing desk. I need to take the shirt off. I get hot so easily. Okay. I kind of want to close all these tabs. I can do that, right? I can open up a second desktop page. There we go. New desktop. Desktop. Who the fuck is talking about? Alright. If this laptop wasn't so like fucked up and stuff like that, it would be, a good laptop. But it is fucked up and I don't trust it anymore because I can't use it unless it's plugged in, and that happened very randomly. So I don't trust this thing to not just crap out on me. Another article. I actually have seen like 2 or 3 new articles about Trump or Kamala Harris, Harris, let me just say that, since I opened my laptop. But this says, unfollow, I followed them by accident. Donald Trump may have violated another federal law. Legal analyst. I don't like this. I don't like this. That's why I'm making this whole video. Let me take this off. My little remote for my little walking pad, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. I I don't like this. I don't know enough, and I feel like I don't know enough, and I know that I don't know enough, obviously. So I am going to know some more today. I'm gonna be looking up Trump and Kamala, and like, I wish, like, I'm not gonna lie, I wish like I had somebody helping me, because Harris releases medical report saying she's fit for office. Trump has yet to provide his. What? That's something that they have to do? Honestly, I kind of want to have like a camera or like something like on what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? But that's hella work. And okay, it's on MSN. I probably should, but Harris medical report released amid new Trump health scrutiny. What the hell is being scrutinized about his health? I mean, I guess it does make sense depending on what it is, but like at the same time, as Harris makes case for presidency, her record as prosecutor draws fresh. I'm not gonna lie though, before I even get into any of this, okay, before I even say anything, I would like to definitely look up this whole, because apparently she's a lawyer. Kamala K. Harris, prosecution. Prosecutor history? Sure. What K. Harris's past as a prosecutor can tell us. How do people experience the criminal justice system under K. Harris's tenure? NPR. What the fuck is NPR? Dude. Donald Trump. What do I know about Donald Trump? I know he's a businessman and some other things. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like he's got a lot of appeal for the people who probably wouldn't be represented in the way that they would want to be represented if, you know, somebody who doesn't hate immigrants or other races or feel comfortable with sexual violence or stuff like that towards women was in office. You know, from what I've heard so far, we do definitely have to do our research. I have this set for about an hour. Okay, I wish it was a little bit quieter, but it's really not that loud. Former top cop Kamala Harris and America's reckoning with police. 12-minute listen. No thanks. No major political party has ever put a woman of color on a presidential ticket until now, when Senator Kay Harris, a former district attorney and state attorney general, I want to say that if she really did anything wrong, she would have been penalized already for it. Like, she would have been in trouble, you know, they would have put her away. But, you know, we kind of know that that's not exactly the case, but I do definitely feel like it would have got more coverage. You know, like, I'm not even into politics and stuff like that, and I think I would have heard about it if she had really done anything like serious. Oh, so it's just like words. Hold on.
This message comes from Progressive Insurance, where drivers who switch could save hundreds on car insurance. Get your quote at Progressive.
I feel like I'm not allowed to let that play.
My fellow Americans, let me introduce to you
This is
For the
Biden.
first time, your next Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. Kamala, the floor is yours.
A major political party has never put a woman of color on a presidential ticket. Until now.
As I said, Joe, when you called me, I am incredibly honored by this responsibility, and I'm ready to get to work. I am ready to get to work.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris today in Delaware.
The president's mismanagement of the pandemic has plunged us into the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. And we're experiencing a moral reckoning with racism and systemic injustice that has brought a new coalition of conscience to the streets of our country, demanding change.
Coming up, what Harris's former experience as a prosecutor means right now, when a lot of people around the country are talking about remaking law enforcement, and how her career in the Senate brought her to this moment. This is Consider This from NPR. I'm Kelly McEvers. It is Wednesday, August 12th.
Support for this podcast and the following message come from Integrative Therapeutics, creator of Physicians Elemental Diet, a medical food developed by clinicians for the dietary management of IBS, IBD, and SIBO under the supervision of a physician.
I want facts. You know what I'm saying? I just want the facts. So, these 5 tumultuous years in Montreal shaped Harris. What is this, Wikipedia? Do we trust Wikipedia? Because I was told all throughout school not to fuck with Wikipedia. TheEconomist.com. Oh, look. Okay, so there's The Economist and there's PBS. 55 things you need to know about Kamala Harris. Public life, notching up along with things she was the first to achieve. Okay. Republicans say she was soft on crime. Progressives say she was too harsh. There are crimes, Kamala Harris once wrote, and then there are crime problems. Okay. As a prosecutor from 1990 to 2004, charged suspects one by one. But as a district attorney, DA of San Francisco from 2004 to 2010, and Attorney General of California from 2011 to 2017, she thought about the bigger picture: crime prevention, public safety, and social ills. Makes sense? What the fuck? Bro. What the fuck is this? I don't feel like making an account to read this. See what I'm saying? Like, this is so... Alright. Like, who even wrote this? How credible is this? What email do I want to use? I'm also trying not to lose my mind because I'm waiting for an email from a job that I applied for recently that, you know, I don't know. I just feel like supposedly I have the job, but it doesn't feel real. until they're killing me. Like, is this not important information? Like, okay. In her presidential campaign, she is playing up both parts of her CV. I feel like I know what a CB is. Since entering national politics in 2016, she has called herself both a top cop and a progressive prosecutor. Which is it? The apparent contradiction is not new. Ms. Harris's family, civil rights activists from ultra-progressive Berkeley, found her career choice curious, she says, but she insists that marching for justice, as her parents did, and trying criminals share a noble purpose, providing a voice to the voiceless. In her case, she wanted to change the system from the inside. In her first job after law school as a prosecutor in Alameda County, which borders San Francisco and includes cities such as Berkeley and Oakland, she specialized in trying perpetrators of sex crimes against children. Harris touts her prosecutional toughness when she's talking about her record as a top cop in Smart on Crime, a book she published in 2009. She wrote that convictions rose during her tenure as DA. Felony conviction rates increased from 52% to 71%. Gun crime convictions more than doubled to 92% after learning that more than 90% of San Francisco's murder victims and murderers were high school dropouts. She cracked down on truancy, an effort that made her campaign an effort that her campaign says caused school attendance to increase by a third. She threatened to prosecute the parents of chronically absent children, so that was her. She did that. Although she did not send any to jail when she was DA, some such parents went to prison under a statewide program Ms. Harris supported as Attorney General. Okay. I don't see a single problem yet. Hold on, let's see what the fuck this. Let's see what this half has to say right now. American politician, media personality, and businessman served 45th president. I don't really care about that. Trump campaign asks for military aircraft with what? CNN. Let's see what the fuck this says. Okay. Military aircraft with anti-missile capabilities and other security measure in lead up to election. Why exactly is he doing that? After 2 attempted assassinations, and I almost stepped off my fucking treadmill to walk away for a second. Oh, I gotta whatchamacallit with this thing. Okay, so I gotta put it up to 2, even though it didn't move for a hot minute while I was on it. But apparently you can adjust the like tightness or whatever on each side of the treadmill. So like if it, the other day it was shifting like really badly. Really bad. That was a solid like 20 minutes. Oh. It already went back to the middle. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's already back to normal. I was probably stepping on it funny. Like I didn't even have to do anything. Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, you know how in those chiropractor videos, people will like people's legs will be like different lengths and shit. I think I have that problem, and I think that problem causes problems when it comes to like my treadmill and stuff like that. Hopefully, it balances itself out. But shut up. Okay. That's all I fucking needed to hear. So what exactly, why now? I don't know. I don't even want to read this. Why does he want to be president? That's what I want to know. Like, all of this, like, I want to know too, but like, I want to know why he wants to be president. Trump spews false claims in fury in wake of conviction. There we go. It wasn't straight. Like, it's literally going back to the middle as I sit here and I look at it. Okay. Trump spews false claims in fury in wake of conviction. I'm doing all this before my shower too. I'll be working up a sweat. I'm working up a sweat when I walk. It's already shifting. I'm about to just fucking like tighten it some more on the left. Yeah. Just a little bit. Because when it puts itself back in the middle, it doesn't like completely go back to the middle. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Okay, come on. Looks pretty good to me. And I have it on an incline. I don't know if that, I mean, that is a little bit more insight on whether or not I'm actually doing something on this treadmill. But yeah, I have it on an incline. I'm not just walking flat right now. Time. When did this come out? May 31st, 2024. Okay. Which conviction are we talking about right now? Donald J. Trump, speaking from the gilded lobby of his Midtown Manhattan tower, excoriated prosecutors and the judge in his criminal case and ran through a litany of what? Oh, the tea. And the judges in his criminal case and ran through, okay, they updated their terms. 6-month welcome offer, $6.25 a week to $1 a week. What the fuck is in the New York Times that you can't access unless you pay? What the hell? Excuse me. Like, what did I do to deserve this? Literally. This shower is about to slap though, like, highlights are gonna hit. The feet on it are not even. Okay. It's just, you know, I don't know. I feel like around Donald Trump, there's a lot of like, I don't want to say glitz and like glamour, you know, but it's like, I don't want to say, I'm not going to say like, obviously, it's not glitz and glamour. It's like, not really bells and whistles, like publicity, tea, you know, it's very tea-y when it comes to Donald Trump. It feels, I mean, to me, and from, you know, what it's kind of, it's the, you know, the vibe of it all, it's kind of sort of giving tea, while, you know, it's, you know, obviously they're covering things and stuff like that. But it is also, now it's that thing. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's giving like, it's giving tea, it's giving coverage, but you know, he was president at a time, and a couple of other things, and I don't know, honestly, I've only been a grown-up for a couple of years, but a majority of those years, Trump has been doing things in office, right? So I don't know. I feel like I definitely have reason to believe that sexual deviancy has kind of gone up a little bit. You know, I feel like people are becoming too comfortable with stuff like that. Can I say that it's directly related to Trump? Not necessarily, not at this moment. Probably not with the technology that we have, but at the same time, I don't know, because like obviously like that's an avenue for certain people, certain views and stuff like that. And can't really discount that, you know what I mean? It's not like a either or, like, oh, but oh, he wants to do these things, but also like these things, you know, you can't ignore those things. So Donald Trump breaking news. Donald J. Trump news, breaking news, video headlines: just undocumented immigrants who commit murder have bad genes. I mean, that's been a debate for a long time, so. I don't know why you necessarily have to just say immigrants, because like that's probably like just a people thing. I don't know. Trump indictment. Why does Donald Trump want to be president? Donald Trump. Motivation. Motive for presidency. News about Donald Trump motive presidency. Donald Trump is running for president for the third time. Here's the lowdown on his personal life, career, and politics 3 days ago. This is why Trump imagines he will win. A very revealing Donald Trump quote about why he ran 2022. This is hard. Like, there's a lot. Like, I could really read all of these articles and get nowhere. Maybe I don't know, because Trump erases Harris's lead with 3 weeks until election or whatever. The Electoral College apparently has split, like, the third state from Kamala to Trump. So, who's on the Electoral College? Like, I feel like democracy has been in place for a long time. Are those the only options? Is it either Democrat or Republican? Like, is that the only type of government that we're allowed to have? Like, can we not vote on that? Is that something that we vote on? Like, the type of government that we have? Is that a thing? Because, you know, I feel like we should take a look at that. I don't necessarily, I'm sweating, okay. I don't necessarily think that, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. The whole, like, state for state stuff kind of gives science experiment. It kind of gives social experiment, you know. But, like, you know, and there's people that are just, like, governed by religion, and there are people who believe, you know, that certain things are just okay, and, you know, you should just let them happen. And I don't know, I feel like there's too much debate revolving around what is and is not okay. I don't know. One opinion that I have is that, you know, people that share the same views should be able to, you know, obviously within the limits of, like, the restrictions that this rule places on them, do the things that they believe are okay to other people who also believe those things are okay, right? Like, people that believe in marrying children, people that believe that it's okay to marry children. I think that they should be able to marry each other. I feel like they should be put somewhere else, you know, together. Like, that I feel like would be a good, like, state by state kind of thing. You know, I feel like they should be put together and they should marry each other. Like, take the child out the equation. You're not going to get a child. You're going to get someone else that believes it's okay to marry children, whether that's another man or another woman. And honestly, I think that, I don't know, I feel like we should just start giving people a taste of their own medicine. Like, just give them what they want, just not exactly how they want it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't risk other people or kind of, like, sell other people out to give people what they want or to get what you want. So, unfortunately for them, we're gonna have to give it to them in a way that where those things don't happen. So, you guys are gonna be forced to marry each other. You can't just not get married. I'm sorry, but you can't. You're gonna have to marry each other, and whatever benefits you think or you thought you were gonna get from that child that you were gonna marry, or, you know, that child was gonna get from marrying you, y'all could just give each other. Simple, you know? And you're not allowed to have children either, because you don't respect children. you don't respect children in a way that supports their individuality and their humanity, and you know, them not being turned into something that, you know, they're really not necessarily. So, period. What else? I don't know. Sexually deviant people should be around other sexually deviant people, you know, and hey, I don't know. I don't see why, like, they give so much, like, free will and stuff. It just feels like a social experiment, in my opinion. It does. And I don't know. It's very weird to me. 105 calories. I don't think this thing knows that I have it on an incline. I feel like my heart rate isn't up. Like, I feel like I have to turn this up. I think I only have like 20 minutes left, maybe. It's coming up in a second, like 23 minutes. 22 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't know. Honestly, from what I've seen already,